to another great video. Today we're diving into a drink called Samuel Smith's Winter Welcome Ale. Before we do, and if you end up liking this video, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. So today we're diving into a brew that perfectly captures the essence of the winter season Samuel Smith's Winter Welcome Ale. If you're a fan of rich, full-bodied ales that warm the soul, then this one is definitely for you. Now in this video, we'll explain the appearance, aroma, taste, mouthfeel, and overall experience of this seasonal classic, giving you a comprehensive review that will hopefully inspire you to give it a try. Now before we get into details of the Winter Welcome Ale, let's talk a bit about the brewery behind the seasonal delight Samuel Smith's Old Brewery. Established in 1758 in Tadcaster, England, Samuel Smith's is one of the oldest breweries in the UK, and it's renowned for its traditional brewing methods and commitment to quality. The brewery still uses the same yeast strain since the 19th century, and the water for their beer is drawn from an original well dug over 200 years ago. Now this dedication to tradition and quality is evident in every sip of their brews, and the Winter Welcome Ale is no exception. Now, if it sounds like I've had a few to drink today, well, it's because I've had a few to drink today. So let's start with appearance. Samuel Smith's Winter Ale, a beautiful deep amber color with a slight reddish hue, reminiscent of the warm glow of a fireplace on a cold winter night. The beer forms a nice creamy off-white head. The clarity is impressive, very impressive, leaving behind a delicate lace that slowly dissipates. Now when it comes to the aroma, first thing that hits your nose is a sweet maltiness with notes of caramel, toffee, and a hit of brown sugar. There's also a subtle spiciness, likely from the traditional English hops, which adds a nice balance to the sweetness. And now as the beer warms up, you might pick up on some of the dried fruits, such as raisins or figs, along with a slight nuttiness. The aroma is well-rounded and perfectly captured the essence of the winter ale, sweet, spicy, and inviting. Now let's talk about the most important part. Samuel Smith's Winter Welcome Ale is a masterclass in balance and complexity. The first sip greets you with a rich malt sweetness that is immediate, followed by a gentle, hot bitterness. The malt profile is the star of the show here, with layers of caramel, toffee, and biscuit-like flavors that provide a solid foundation. For a 6% beer, it's very smooth. Very, very smooth. Now the first sip greets you with a rich malt sweetness that is immediately followed by gentle hop bitterness. The malt profile is a star of the show here, with layers of coffee, toffee, and biscuit-like flavors to provide a solid foundation. The sweetness is well balanced by the hops, which adds a touch of earthiness and mild spiciness that keeps the beer from being overly sweet. Now as you continue to sip, you might notice some fruity esters with hints of apple and pear, along with subtle spiciness that lingers on the palate. There's also a slight warming sensation. Now thanks to the beer's higher alcohol content, which makes it feel like a cozy blanket on a cold winter's night. The finish is smooth and slightly dry, with just enough bitterness to leave you wanting another sip. Now the mouthfeel of the winter welcome ale is just as impressive as its flavor. The beer has a medium body that feels substantial without being heavy. The carbonation is moderate, providing a nice effervescence that lifts the flavors and makes the beer feel lively on the palate. Now the mouthfeel of the winter ale is just as impressive as its flavor. The beer has a medium body that feels substantial without being heavy. The carbonation is moderate, providing nice effervescence that lifts the flavors and makes the beer feel lively on the palate. Despite its richness, the beer is incredibly smooth and easy to drink, with a velvety texture that coats the mouth and leaves a pleasant aftertaste. This is the kind of beer that you can sip slowly and savor, letting the flavors unfold with each sip. Now when it comes to ABV and IBU, it has a 6% ABV, and the IBUs, I don't have a specific for this beer, but it says around 28 to 35. Now I don't know if that's for this type or for this specific beer. Now when it comes to ratings, the ratings on Untappd for this beer is 3.85 out of 5, based on thousands of reviews. Many users highlight the beer's rich malt characteristic, smooth mouthfeel, and the perfect balance of sweetness and bitterness. Now on Beer Advocate, the winter ale scores an impressive 88 out of 100, placing it in the very good category. Reviewers often praise the beer's complexity and the way it captures the essence of the winter season. The malt profile in particular receives high marks for its depth and richness. It's very good beer. Now Rate Beer rates it a 3.7 out of 5. Users commenting on warming qualities and often describe it as a winter traditions. Now when it comes to pairing with foods, its rich malt characteristic and subtle spiciness make an excellent match for a wide range of winter dishes. Roasted meats, the beer's caramel and toffee notes pair with roasted meats such as lamb or pork. Sorry about that. The slight sweetness of the beers complements the savory flavors of the meats. Cheeses. This ale is good for, let's see what kind of cheeses. Sharp cheddar, creamy brie, or tangy blue cheese. Now when it comes to desserts, consider pairing the Winter Welcome Ale with a classic English sticky toffee pudding, a slice of fruitcake, or a warm apple pie. The beer's toffee and fruit notes will enhance the flavors of the dessert, making for a truly indulgent experience. Now in conclusion, Samuel Smith's Winter Welcome Ale is a beer that truly embodies the spirit of the winter season. Its rich malt characteristic, balanced flavor profile, and smooth mouthfeel make it the perfect choice for those cold, cozy nights by the fire. Whether you're enjoying it on your own or pairing it with a hearty winter meal, this ale is sure to warm you up and leave you feeling satisfied. Now, sorry if I fumbled up a couple of words here and there. I forgot how many beers I've had so far. But I do want to welcome or thank you for joining me here today. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do so. I want to thank you, and you have a good night. Peace.